Hey mathematics learners, welcome to Distance Learning with Lee, where I make learning mathematics super easy. So in today's video tutorial guys, we are going to be tackling question 4.3 from the grade 11 mathematical literacy paper 1 that was written in November 2022 guys. And in this video tutorial, we're going to be focusing more on data handling. Okay, this question tests concepts relating to the topic that you guys did within data handling, and in this instance guys, it's you being able to complete or fill out a tally table, you being able to analyze a tally table, and also calculating probability. Okay, so before we get started with today's video tutorial guys, please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Please make sure that you click on that notification bell so that you get notified every single time I upload a new video tutorial guys. And please also don't forget to give these video tutorials a huge thumbs up, because that really helps the channel grow and it helps the channel to reach more learners that want to better their mathematics marks. Also guys, please share this channel with your friends. Right, a lot of you guys are going to grade 12 next year, and you'll find amazing content that I've created for you guys for your grade 12 year. So please share this channel with your friends. So without any further ado guys, let's get started with today's video tutorial. So like I mentioned, we're going to be tackling question 4.3. So let's get started. A grade 11B mathematical literacy class at Nayeni Secondary School participated in a research project where the agenda and weight were recorded. The raw data is indicated in table 3 below. Okay, so obviously we are told that a research project was conducted, and they recorded the gender as well as the weight of the grade 11B mathematical literacy learners at Nayeni Secondary School. Okay, so we're given this table here, and this table represents the gender and weight for the grade 11B learners. Right, here we are just given your first column represents your gender, and the second column we are shown the weights in kilograms. Okay, use the table information to answer the following questions. Question 4.3.1 says complete the frequency table that the teacher left incomplete and use answer sheet 2. Okay, but I'm just gonna use or answer or fill out this frequency table here. I'm not going to use the answer sheet. Okay, so before we even get started guys, what is a frequency table? Remember when I introduced the video tutorial, I actually even said it's a tally table. Okay, so a frequency table guys helps you determine how often something occurs. Okay, because when you're talking about frequency, we're talking about how often something occurs or the rate in which something occurs, right? So in this case, if we have to basically complete or fill out this incomplete frequency table, right, we see that here, right, we were told that, okay, we need to basically determine how many males weighed between 60 to 69 by obviously representing that with a tally and then counting or representing that as a number. Okay, so let me show you what that means. Okay, so we're going to look at our row for the males. Okay, we're going to focus just on the males. So I'm going to highlight that just so that we focus our attention there. Right, and we're literally gonna count, right, how many males weighed between 60 to 69. We're gonna count. Okay, so it's gonna be 1, cross it out, 2, right, so it's just 2 males, so we're gonna represent that as a tally, so it's 1 and 2. That's done. And then what is the frequency? How often or how many males, when we count, okay, weighed between that range? It's just 2 males, and we are done. Okay, how many males weighed between 70 to 79? We're going to count. Okay, we're going to count, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, and if it's 5, you're going to put a line through like that. That represents 5. Okay, so the frequency of males that weighed between 70 to 79 is 5. Okay, then we're gonna count how many males weighed between 80 to 89. Okay, we're gonna go through it. It's 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna represent that as a tally. 1, 2, 3. What is the frequency? 3. Okay, last one, between 90 to 99. So we're gonna go, it's just 1. Okay, so it's 1, right? That the frequency is 1. And 100 to 109, there is no 100 and 109 here. 100 to 109 here. And then we just have this one left. But remember, this one was done for us, right? So the males that weighed between 50 to 59 is just 1. And they filled that out for us there. Okay, so that is how you guys are supposed to go about filling out your frequency your tally table. All right, let's have a look at the next question. For question 4.3.2, in which category do most of the females fall? Okay, so we want to find or have a look at the category, because remember guys, the category, that is what the column that we're going to be looking at when they're talking about the category. Okay, and you're going to see, okay, which category basically gives us the females or the most females that weighed within that category. So what do we see? We're going to find the category that gives us the highest frequency, okay? And we see the categories that give us the highest frequency is the category for the 60 to 69 as well as the 70 to 79, because we see that those ones had the highest frequency of 4. Okay, so we're gonna just write down the category that basically had the most, or the category where most of the females fell, is the 60 to 69 and the 70 to 79. Okay, let's have a look at the next question. Question 4.3.3 says calculate the number of males who weigh 70 kilograms or more but less than 90. So what does this mean? So this basically means that we're going to look at how many males weighed between 70 going all, because they said 70 or more, so we're going to include the 70 going all the way up to 90, but they're saying but less than 90, so we're going to just go up until 89. Okay, we're not going to go up until 90 because they said but less than 90 kgs. Okay, so we're going to just be focusing on the male. So I'm going to highlight that so we don't become deterred when we're doing our solutions. We're going to just be focusing on our males. Okay, and then which categories are we going to focus on? We're just going to focus from your 70 going all the way up until 80. So we're just focusing on these two rows, from 70 going all the way up until 89. That's what we're going to focus on, right? So we're basically just going to count how many males do we have, okay, in these two categories. So if you count, right, how many males weighed between 70 going all the way up until 89, you guys can see that it's just 5 plus 3 males. Okay, which gives us a total of 8 males. Okay, it's 5 plus 3, which is equal to 8 males. Okay, and we are done. Let's have a look at question 4.3.4. It says determine the probability, right, as a percentage. So obviously here we're calculating probability, however, as a percentage of randomly selecting a learner that weighs 70 kg or more from the class. Okay, remember guys, when we're calculating probability, probability is equal to your favorable outcomes divided by your total outcomes. All right, and your questions will tell you what are the favorable outcomes, what are the outcomes that you want. When you talk about favorable, we want what are the outcomes that you want. Okay, so we know that probability is equal to your favorable outcomes divided by the total outcomes. Okay, so what are the favorable outcomes? Remember, they said as a percentage, so we're going to multiply it by your 100. So in this case, what are the favorable outcomes, right? The outcomes that we want. The question tells you that we want the probability of randomly selecting a learner that weighs 70 kg or more, okay, from the class. So that basically tells us that we're going to have a look at our overall table, our whole table, okay? We're going to have a look at our whole table, and we're going to just focus on learners that weighed from 70 going all the way up until the last weight, right? And we want to count how many learners we have there. Okay, so that is the favorable outcomes. We want to calculate how many learners were between a range of 70 going all the way up until the last weight. Okay, so 70, from 70 going all the way up until 109. Okay, we want to count the number of learners that we have there. Okay, so how many learners do we have? We've got 4 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 5 plus 3 plus 1. I actually forgot to show you that here it's just 0 and 0 because we didn't have any learners that weighed between the range of 100 to 109 for the males. Okay, so we are basically just going to count all these values, and that will help us determine our favorable outcomes. So if you punch these values in, if you say 4 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 5 plus 3 plus 1, right? That will give you a total of 16 learners. So that is our favorable outcomes, right? 16 learners weigh between from 70 or more divided by what are the total outcomes. So for us to be able to get the total outcomes, how many total learners do we have in this class? And for us to be able to get the total learners in this class, what do? We count all of the frequencies, right? So we're going to count that 2 plus 4 plus 4 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 5 plus 3 plus 1, right? And that will give us the total learners, okay, for 11B. Okay, if you punch it later, you'll see that you will get 25 learners in total. Okay, and you multiply by 100. Remember, we are trying to get the probability as a percentage. If you punch it into your calculator, you'll find that the probability of randomly selecting a learner that weighs 70 or more in this class is equal to 64%. Okay, and we are basically done with this paper. So I hope you guys absolutely enjoyed this paper. I did, right? And good luck with your paper 1, guys. In the next video tutorials, we are going to be going through paper 2 to help you guys prepare for that. So I'll see you guys on my next upload. That is it, guys, and I'll see you guys on my next upload, Distance Learning with Lee, where I make learning mathematics super easy. Bye, guys.